Hey guys, it's Cal from Team ChainBlock here with Craig as well, and today we're going to be showcasing another deck profile, but before we get into it, make sure you check out kongscards and use ChainBlock 5 for 5% off any Yu-Gi-Oh singles. Got that Mega Tins coming out soon. But Craig, what are you going to be profiling for us today?
As you can see in front of you, Kashtira, the best deck. That was once the almighty Tier 0 deck. Was it Tier 0?
It was Tier 0, yeah. I mean, we've had multiple Tier 0 formats in the last couple of years.
This is my first time on the ChainBlock channel. I'm not too skillful of a player, but I occasionally come to locals and sometimes get top 4, so I'll get straight into the deck. So as you can see from the cover card, we got 3 Fenrir, bread and butter.
Yeah, pretty
we all
standard.
know what Fenrir does. Then we got Unicorn at 3, same guy.
Yeah, used to be at 1.
Yeah, back at 3, fucking card's insane. You just use it to bait. Same with Fenrir, you just bait out.
Yeah.
You can bait on Ash or Veil or whatever. Get him off the field, come and bring him back with Birth, use the effect in. Really good.
Yeah, pretty standard.
Rise Heart at 3.
Rise
this has
Hearts.
gone up from, like, I think people used to play this at 1 before when the XYZ was legal, Rise Heart.
Yeah.
Now he's kind of more integral to have a 3. The banish 3 effect comes up so much when, like, so many times I've played against people at locals and they're like, oh, you banished my X, Y, and Z bloody card that it's really integral to my deck. So banishing the bloody 3 off your opponent's deck is really cool, and then having to be able to banish whatever you need from your deck that helps fix your hand. So, like, for example, if you need, like, Birth and you already have a Theosis engraved, but you might have, like, the next card Scareclaw in hand, you can do that, banish, get the thing back. So he's very versatile card, and yeah, has to stay at 3.
Popped up in a lot of deck lists as well lately. I've seen him being intricate to the new Infernoble combos ever since his all got banned. So it's actually very good, like, to have a level 4 Fire Warrior, very integral in Fire format right now.
And then the last 2 that we play at 1 of is the Scareclaw Kashtira that you were saying earlier, and then Ogre. I am playing the 1 prep.
Prep. Now, am I correct in saying that this combo kind of stays the same even with a Rise Heart being banned?
Yeah, pretty much.
Kind of stayed the exact same, with just a little hit really.
Yeah, you kind of just I'll showcase. Maybe you can showcase the combo that you do with it that involves with G Golem and what's the guy's name? I have him here. G Golem and Heat Soul that you can make into Apollosa and everything like that. But yeah, pretty much your kind of goal is that you do the combo, you pass on maybe like a hand traps or 2 or whatever, depending on your hand with Shangri Era. This set with like Birth, and then on your opponent's turn you flip this, and then whatever banish one you have here or in your hand you can special. And then if your opponent activates a trap, you can just rip one from their hand, which is pretty cool.
It's class, yeah. Hand open's always fun.
So that's the main Kashtira monsters, that is. And then the 1 prep. We got, for hand traps, we're playing Ash at 3. It's Ash, does the business, you know.
Why the OCG ever hit this card is bamboozling to me.
Weird. And then D-Shifter. Your deck is literally 90% banish. Why wouldn't you play it?
Yeah, that's fair. D-Shifter still, as we just saw with the Euros, it just wins games so easily. If you're a deck and player, you're going to play it.
And then I played 3 Ghost Ogre. I found recently I kind of want to cut this and maybe play like Ghost Mourner or maybe a different hand trap. I find it, like, when it comes up really well, but probably 80% of the time it's still in my hand, and I'm just like, I'd rather have something else in my hand. Yeah,
it's a very on and off format for Ghost Ogre, because sometimes you play against something with a field spell and it doesn't really come up too often, much other than that, to be fair.
We got 3 Imperm. This is probably, apart from D-Shifter, probably my favourite hand trap in the deck. Just does so much, and it's just good to have set on your opponent's turn as well as another form of interaction. And then the last, I suppose, hand trap slash like interaction cards, I suppose you could say. I don't know what the term for it is, but we've got 3 Droplet.
3 forbidden droplet. Yeah, that had a serious showcase at the most recent Euros. Being able to send a lot of the cards you already activated. Like if you drop an imperm, your opponent interacts with it, and then you just drop a droplet and send the imperm. It's been crazy all weekend from what I've been seeing.
It's nuts. It just does so much for the deck, and being able to just send away stuff that people are trying to interact with, as well as getting the negate off, is just nuts.
And the fact that it halves the attack points as well is crazy. I came up against Tempai as well, I saw recently.
So they're the main hand traps / like
board breakers,
yeah. And then for the rest of the deck, we got 3 consistency cards. We got Prosp.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Can't go wrong with Prosp. And then you got the 3 field spell, Pressure Planet, and then Terraforming to search it out.
Yeah, that's pretty bread and butter standard, to be fair. If you have a field spell, you're going to run Terraform, and that's pretty
The
simple.
effect for Shangri-Ira actually comes up quite frequently. People kind of forget that, you know, if I'll leave it here just in case if in post want to do it. So the effect for it to come up for Shangri-Ira comes up quite a lot. The fact that, you know, you successfully resolve its effect to lock a zone, and then you chain the effect to pop.
Yeah.
People don't really remember it, and it comes up quite more often than people tend to think, which is pretty nice.
I didn't even know I had that effect, to be fair, so that's
There you go.
something new for
There
me.
you go. And then you got the 3 Theosis, really good card. The fact you banish it from if it gets banished from the grave, you can add back a bloody cash from the banish pile. The only thing that annoys me about it is that it locks you into XYZs when you have like the really good hand to go in for the G golem combo, but still, just being able to use it when your hands are dead or to recure something back from the banish pile is nuts.
Yeah, I'm also correct in saying that this is the only one so far that hasn't gotten a reprint yet.
I think so, yeah.
Because I know Raytalk just got it in Rarity 2, but I don't think they actually printed Kashtira.
I believe you're correct in that same. And then the last 3 cards playing the main deck is, of course, the best spell card in the Kashtira engine, and it's Spirit.
Yeah, Kashtira Breath, yeah, pretty standard. Normal summon in the level 7 is just crazy.
It's always part of your main combo, and then the effect to banish 3 when your opponent activates a spell.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's just criminal.
Cuts people off so much. So that's the main deck.
Yeah, perfect. What's the count? 41, 42?
40, I believe it is.
40 on the dot?
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's 40. And then we go into the extra deck. We usually start with 2 Shangri-Ira.
Yeah, it's 2 Shang. That makes sense.
I've seen some lists play this at 1. I feel like you kind of want to play it at 2. Sometimes, like, it gets out of it, and being able to just summon Shang with a 3000 defense, like 3000 defense, and just sit on it, and the fact it can protect itself. I think it's from destruction and card effects. I think it's or battle or card effect. Yeah, you can just detach a material from it.
Yeah,
which
that's
is really
class.
good. And then during each standby phase, just summon the Kashtira from the deck. Nuts.
Yeah, like you said, 3000 defense isn't something to scoff at, to be fair, because like if you end up getting locked under like a skill drain or something like most decks are playing now, you can still just make this fairly easily if you have Birth already established. You just make that, no one's really beating over 3k under a skill drain, to be fair.
Yeah, so I think Shang 2 is probably what I'd want to play. If you want to play at 1, go ahead, you're probably a better cash buyer than me. Next up we got Dark Armed Dragon. This card is nuts. I really like this card. The fact that it's not once per turn, you can detach and pop, but it also banishes from your graveyard. So then again, it works with your your engine that likes to be banished. But also, if you have Theosis in the grave, you can banish Theosis, get back again. Like I've said probably about 3 or 4 times now in this video. But yeah, just the pop effect and being able to do it not once per turn.
Yeah, that's crazy. I actually haven't read that one yet. I know it came out a little while ago, but I never actually got a chance to give it a good read over. But sounds like it's a really good recycler for your in-engine.
Yeah, clears boards and recycles your engine. What more can you ask for? We got Big Eye.
Pretty standard for rank 7 decks.
Just really good cards,
Yeah, just a snatch steal.
You might not clear the board and you got 1 monster left, and you're like, yeah, let me just yoink that, and then you're playing either top deck or you link it off, and you put them under pressure. So really good card. We got Zeus. I rarely ever make Zeus, but when it comes up, and you'd rather have it in your deck than not.
Yeah, it's one of those things where like you might not make the Zeus much at all, but the one time it comes up, you know it's gonna win your deck game.
So these here, and then my actual personal favorite card in the deck, that isn't just because it's a Joey card, just because it's funny. Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon.
Flare Metal Time Win Con.
Not only is it a time win con, the greatest thing is when you're playing against a deck, you know, that has to activate a lot of effects to get their board up. You just may have not killed them that previous turn, and then let's say they're on like 2k or whatever, you just summon this past turn, and it's like, yeah, commit to play Yu-Gi-Oh and lose, buddy. It's such a fun card. Always summon it when like they're low health if you can commit to it, or if you're on time, definitely.
Yeah,
summon it.
Yeah, it definitely is one. It just came up so much since they changed these time rules. It's just, if you're playing rank 7s, you're just going to play this one, just because, in case you go into the time.
And then our last XYZ we play is Draco Sack.
Draco Sack.
So Draco Sack is used for the G Golem combo that I'll show now in a moment. But that's pretty much what it's there for. I know other people use the other XYZ. I think it's the Harmonic XYZ. I'm sure in post we can pop it up on screen. But I kind of just like this ratio for the XYZs. I know the other XYZ, the Harmonic one, or I can't remember the name of it, is really good for like beating over stuff, but I find your cash cards can just do that simply, easy enough by themselves, and I'd rather just be able to use this on like as a go first strategy and be able to set up the G Golem combo, which is really good.
Yeah. Yeah, we'd love to get Galaxy Tomahawk back as well. Give us a few more access to tokens, would be very nice.
So that's all of our XYZs for the deck. And then we played the one Chenying. It's a really good card. It works with your whole banish mechanic. You literally just, if you open up a hand where you just special Fenrir or thing, and then you can commit your normal summon to like Ash, for example, just sync with them, make Chenying another really good boss monster, interacts with it when cards are banished.
Yeah, I remember going to YCS London with this in my extra deck when I was playing Naturia with Runic, and people still to this day struggle to have an answer for Chenying.
Yeah. He's really cracked, and yeah, you might as well fit him in. He used to be Baron until Baron got nerfed because of Snake Eyes. Yeah, they're
ruining everything for us. Probably going to have to say goodbye to Apo soon as well.
So, speaking of Apo, so the main combo for this one is the G Golem combo. So we play one Crystal Heart, we play the 2 Link Spider, the 1 Deco Talker, and then the Apollosa.
Okay, so from what I'm seeing here, I'm assuming you use one of your tokens to go into the Link Spider here, and that'll make the G Golem.
Yes.
And then you use the G Golem and the whatever else you have on the board, another token to go into the...
Yeah, so basically,
that makes sense, yeah.
You go this, make the 2 tokens, you link 1 Link Spider, link the other Link Spider underneath it, make the 2 into this, use the effect, bring back Link Spider, link Link Spider and G Golem into this, use the effect to draw 1, and then if you want to keep it on the field for your opponent's turn to draw 1, that's fine. Yeah. I usually tend to try bring back another cash card, and then link both of these 2 into Appalus to have like 2 negates.
Yeah, that's just an extra 2 monster negates. That makes sense. Yeah, Heatso being an easy draw one as well, just for an extra 1k burn is. You don't really care about the 1k, and the extra card does come up a lot from what I've seen.
It's really nice when you draw into another hand trap, for example, or a droplet, and it just helps you be able to win a lot more. And then the last 2 links I play. Just 1 Masquerade and 1 Donner. The only reason why Donner's there is because I don't have an SP and I don't play the game that much, so I didn't bother to buy an SP. If you have SP, play SP.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Now you've got a great time to get an SP now with these things coming out. Yeah. Probably get it for the fraction of the price that I paid for my one anyway.
But if you have SP, play SP. Donner is still really good for a cheap option. He just tributes himself and pops the cards, so he's not that bad. And then IP is IP.
IP is IP, yeah, just makes sense. Not being able to destroy it, but be destroyed by card effects is very good.
We can run through my extra deck if you want.
Yeah, you run through the side, yeah, why not?
Oh, side deck, sorry. ChainBlock 5, don't forget it. And then, so we gotta show off the Joey card.
The Joey token.
So my extra deck, my side deck, doesn't really make too much sense. I kind of just, I don't know, sometimes I just throw cards together. I haven't played this deck in a while, so it's kind of a bit
outdated, probably.
Bit outdated, but
and in fairness, what I saw before we started recording, it's actually pretty up to scratch with what the meta is right now.
It kind of makes a bit of sense, but it's just the way I like to play it, basically. You play 3 draw. You don't want to main it because you play shifter. But if you can afford to take shifter out against a deck to where draw hurts a bit more, probably play it. Apart from draw, we have, so basically my whole thing with my extra deck was I want to play trust, and then just use trust to get into power spells, basically.
Yeah,
because
the power 1-0s basically.
Basically, because you could run the 3 if you wanted to. I only have 2, but I think 2 is fine because if you play any more, you're probably running the risk of bricking.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of people were only playing 2 nowadays anyway. I know I only play 2. I've got 3, but I just think 2 is, you don't want to see multiples of them in the hand. So I think just having 2 is just reduces the likelihood of that happening.
Yeah. So basically, with cash, you kind of want to bait out interactions from your opponent, and then start to develop your board. So I was I might as well play cards that work around that, like trust, for example. So then the power spells I do play is the 1 Dark Ruler. Probably would cut this. I kind of just put it in last minute. I'd say something like Raigeki or Dark Hole probably better.
I saw a lot of that at the EUWCQs this weekend.
But for the rest of them, I probably would recommend playing these cards. So I have 2 soul release in here. Kind of funny, just banishes cards.
Yeah, helps against snake eyes a lot.
Yeah, that was the main reason what it was in there for. But the 1 feather duster for back row.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Talents if you want to draw or snatch. Or rip a card out of hand, and then the last 2 is evenly matched.
2 evenly matched, yeah, that makes sense.
I'd say if you wanted, you could probably play Cyclone for more back row hate. Depends on how your local scene is. If it's more back row heavy decks in your local scene, I'd say play Cosmics. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, so if you have anything you want to add to the deck yourselves, make sure you just leave them in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, and make sure you check out kongscards. Once again, another plug, ChainBlock 5 at checkout. And thanks for watching. Peace.
Cheers, guys.